Good afternoon and welcome. My name is Deanna Brennan. Chairman Colucci is excused from today's meeting and he asked me to chair in his absence. I want to welcome members of the board, Dennis Elsenbeck, Brenda McDuffie, and our newest board member, Paul Brown. Welcome, Paul. I also want to welcome the ESDC staff and NIPA staff members, and to let you know this is a scheduled board meeting which has been duly noticed as required by the open meetings law. The proposed agenda is before the board for adoption, but I'd first like to ask if there are any members of the board that have amendments to go for the agenda. Hearing none, I would ask for a motion to approve the meeting agenda. Second? Karen, did you give the motion by Brenda, second by Dennis?
Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. Before moving forward with the agenda, we did poll the members prior to the meeting regarding possible conflicts of interest. 4 members indicated they do not have any conflicts that would prevent them from participating in and voting on the recommendation before the board. 1 member, Dennis Elsenbeck, declared a conflict and has recused himself from participating in the vote. Dennis?
That's correct.
Do we need to do anything else for?
No.
I think you have to motion to approve the. Oh, I could be ahead of you.
Okay. So June 5th, 2008, proposed meeting minutes are now before the board for adoption. Does anyone have any amendments for the meeting minutes? If not, I'd ask for a motion to approve them.
Move.
First? Second? First by Dennis Elsenbeck, second by Paul Brown. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Now I'd like to call on Rich Smith, NIPA's Director of Business and Project Development, to present the fund update.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. Members of the board, you have in your packets the fund update report dated December 2018. I'd like to review that with you now. Total deposits to the fund to date amounts to $41,474,000. Total interest earned on deposits to date, $360,229, making total funds deposited equal to $41,834,229. As to expenditures, there has been 0 to date spent on administrative expenses. Disbursements to grantees amounts to $31,093,563, making the current fund balance equal to $10,740,666. As to awards, there are 2 categories. The first is standard projects. The amount awarded amounts to $32,105,327. Energy-related projects amounts to $4,878,320, making the total fund benefits awarded equal to $36,983,647. This also means that the total fund benefits available to be awarded by the Western New York Power Proceeds Allocation Board amounts to $4,850,582. By statute, a minimum of 15% of the fund is dedicated to energy-related projects. This amounts to $6,221,100. To date, 12% has been made for energy-related projects, not including today. That amounts to $4,878,320. And the energy-related fund balance currently stands at $1,342,780. Today's recommendation is for 1 project. This is broken into 2 aspects. The standard project amount is $391,000. The energy-related project component is $609,000, making the total recommendation equal to $1 million. As to the power that supports the program, the estimated unallocated EPRP to date is 167 megawatts. The estimated allocated but unused hydropower to date is 22 megawatts, making total estimated unused EPRP to date equal to 189 megawatts. There's additional detail on the back of that form. I'd be happy to take any questions if there are any.
Any questions?
Yeah, Madam Chair, I just had one question. With 189 megawatts, kind of like unused at this point, no contribution to the fund was made from that, so the only contribution to the fund is the interest on the fund balance, Rich?
So we've not been able to sell power into the marketplace such that net earnings have been generated. One note, though, I've not been able to reconcile with our Treasury Department through December. So I'm reluctant to add any updates until I've done that. But I do know that there are kind of pro forma deposits I am expecting.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay. There's no action necessary on this item, so we'll move on to the next. I'd like to call again on Rich Smith, NYPA's Director of Business and Project Development, to present round 22 recommendations for today's meeting.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. Staff is recommending that the Power Proceeds Allocation Board recommend a fund benefit award of $1 million to Hopman Woodward Medical Research Institute to establish its Center for Therapeutic Interactions. HWI is a not-for-profit organization located in the Medical Corridor in downtown Buffalo, New York. It is an independent research institute that provides basic biomedical research, which uses Nobel Prize-winning mathematics to promote a greater understanding of disease by studying related proteins at the molecular level. The Center for Therapeutic Interactions will offer cryo-electron microscopy-based research, which represents a cutting-edge biomedical approach that enables researchers to investigate molecules critical to the successful research of potential drug targets, and a unique suite of related services so that experiments can be both prepared and analyzed. If recommended, HWI's initiative would represent one of just 2 sites in the world offering a full range of cryo-EM capabilities. Cryo-EM enables scientists to see how biomolecules move and interact as they perform their functions. It has been demonstrated that the ability to increase drug design success rates from roughly 20% to greater than 80%, while accelerating drug discovery times from decades to sometimes less than 18 months. The power of the science can be evidenced in numerous cases, including drugs developed for Zika virus and Alzheimer's. In addition to adding cryo-EM microscopes and related equipment, the project will also include dedicated vibration, acoustic, and electromagnetic shielding to retrofit existing rooms, a control room, and related building infrastructure upgrades. The project would also include installation of a prototype on-site battery that will be integrated into the building's automation system and used to lower peak electric demand, reduce energy costs, and provide a greener alternative to electric energy currently produced by a diesel generator. Other aspects of this project help present a strong case that supports recommending a fund benefits award. The center will be a magnet for biomedical research and development companies to establish research hubs in close proximity, thereby stimulating job creation in Western New York. Janssen, Merck, Pfizer, Eli Lilly, and Shire all have facilities near Toronto, where the closest generally available cryo-EM facility appears to be Montreal, which is roughly 3 times the distance from Toronto compared to the Buffalo Niagara Medical Campus. Many regional small pharma and academic partners would benefit by gaining access to this cutting-edge instrumentation that they otherwise could not due to its cost. Thermo Fisher, a key supplier of scientific instruments, plans to designate the proposed Center for Therapeutics as one of their centers of excellence, which will bring to the BNMC researchers from across the nation and globe for training purposes. Locating cryo-EM in Buffalo aligns well with the recently established Empire Discovery Institute, whose goal is to accelerate drug development in the Niagara-Finger Lakes region. The project supports development in the Buffalo Niagara Medical Campus which is located in one of three strategic investment corridors identified in the City of Buffalo's comprehensive plan. The project backs an organization that has played a key role in growing the Western New York health sector, which supports 11% of the region's economy by creating jobs that pay well above regional averages. The organization understands the unique circumstances facing women and people in poverty regarding STEM-related economic opportunities. HWI works to recruit scientists and students from underrepresented populations and recently demonstrated its strong record for hiring women for scientific leadership. HWI recruits from a diverse public school system specifically to inspire STEM careers among students. Scientists at HWI develop entry-level curricula and use engaging hands-on projects to teach the scientific process. Lastly, the project proposes to integrate unique energy storage equipment that would manage power supply and create a more resilient energy infrastructure that will result in cost savings and less burden on the current infrastructure. The initiative was designated as a 2018 priority project for the Western New York REDC and aligns well with regional economic development strategies and priorities. Be happy to entertain any questions.
No questions from members?
I'd like to make a comment. First of all, I want to compliment HWI initiative and bringing this potential establishment of a center here in Western New York. I've followed your work for a number of years, and I did reach out to Richard Smith and asked him about your record in terms of actual hiring and bringing particularly diverse populations, and I'm particularly interested in minorities into the STEM careers. I recognize that you have brought women into leadership positions, but I was wondering if you could, for the record, speak to that.
So,
Both in terms of business initiatives as well as employment within the organization.
so my name's Edward Snell. I'm the CEO of HWI. We have a number of initiatives that are actually involved in trying to broaden the STEM participation. You've mentioned the Women in Science. We've gone through a time where we didn't hire for a while. We had a lot of retirees who we have lost. We've actually replaced those retirees with 4 women scientists that have come in. We are targeting minority groups through an NSF program, National Science Foundation program. That has given us opportunities to give experiences, in particular targeted at Puerto Rico for that part of the program. And I do have an example of a graduate student that has been through a number of labs, including HWI, who's now ended up with a graduate career as a graduate student at Yale. That's a national program. We have a regional program run by one of our scientists, Bill Duax. That started off as a non-underrepresented institution that started off as City Honors, but has now been extended to a number of other schools within the Buffalo area, and that's pulling in, is it about 30 people?
35 per session.
35 per session,
During the summer.
2 sessions a year. They are not employed as staff scientists at HWI yet, but this is the very beginning of their careers. And we're trying to mentor those people. We would like to give them opportunities at HWI. The people who are going on to university at the moment is the graduate studies currently, so they're not ready for staff yet. But we do hope that when we build this facility in here, in Buffalo, we're going to have opportunities to train a lot of people, not only to operate within the facility we build, but also to integrate them within the collaborators that we have involved, which include Roswell Park, the University of Buffalo, Rochester Institute of Technology, and the University of Rochester. So I can't point to a hire yet, but we do have a pathway that we're going down towards that. I don't know if that addresses your question.
Thank you. I would just encourage you to also reach out to HBCU, historically black colleges and universities, because they produce more STEM graduates than any other institutions in the country. And so they would also be a source, not pipeline, but real source of hires as you continue to grow in this marketplace.
Any other questions or comments? Great. I'd like to ask for a motion then to adopt staff's recommendation to award $1 million to the Helpman Woodward Medical Research Institute.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. You have to recuse yourself.
I have to recuse myself. The reason being is my client is the one that's looking at providing the battery storage technology. So.
Motion's carried. Karen, did you get first and second?
Did you get it?
Can't hear.
I didn't hear who seconded the motion.
Paul Brown.
Thank you. Got it.
You're welcome. Next, the 2019 meeting schedule has been circulated to the members prior to the meeting and is now before the board for adoption. And I have a motion to adopt the 2019 proposed meeting schedule.
Moved.
First by Dennis, second by Brenda. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Now, the last thing I need to do. The next meeting of the board is scheduled for Wednesday, April 3rd, 2019 at 3 p.m. at the New York Power Authority's Niagara Power Project Visitor Center. I have a motion also for the meeting adjournment. Oops, maybe not.
Almost made it.
I think they can still hear
Oh,
us.
they can see there. So moved.
Yeah, we're here.
Second. Oh, sorry, Karen. So, motion by Dennis, second by Brenda. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Just got so used to it.
Thanks, Karen.
Thank you, Karen.
Thank you.
Karen.